Yeah, now she pops up for you. Shit like this. Shit, I'll talk to you about it. What's it better?
50 hours overtime, can't get no sleep.
Sound weird?
Dressed to the teens, baby, roll his face. Spit that smile, do that dance. Come down. Wednesday, we'll be back.
Okay. I think that was just called something very good.
Some new shoes. 50 hours overtime.
It's okay now. Get up on side. All in the color. Go cut grass.
We are live in Miami as the Heat are about to go into this interconference contest here. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline.
Here we go.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. Burks with it. Dort covering. Here's Ware on the wing, Wiggins. And here's Adebayo. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one on Holmgren.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there going right through the contact.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Hero, no good. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Wiggins from outside. Again, the miss by the Heat. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Dort. No good on the triple. And here are the Heat now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, I did speak with head coach Eric Spoelstra. He said SGA has this special ability to lull a defender into a slower pace and then suddenly make a quick move that leaves everybody just standing there. Coach feels the attention has to be on him. He wants to force somebody else to beat them. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 points for him. From the low block. Misses off the right iron. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Ware. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And the Thunder with the possession here. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And the shot goes in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Outside, Hero. With the drive. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And for Tyler, that one was nasty.
Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Here's Wiggins after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 2. And here's Adebayo outside. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. .102 left here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. It's blocked. Burks' shot is good.
You love how eager Wiggins is to involve his teammates. That's a nice assist.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 8. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Berry, they're going to grind it out.
This team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big three, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle accountability and will consistently be about their culture.
Outside for Robinson. 20 feet out. That one doesn't drop.
AD giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
A 3-ball sinks the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points.
And it's SGA showing he can play without the ball.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Hero. High arcing shot.
And the wingspan coming into play for SGA, just getting on top of that one.
Holmgren is double. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Driving to the basket.
He's making plays all over the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander will not be stopped.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy.
yourself a round of applause.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now, Hero. And the shot goes down. He's got 6.
How about Hero gets inside and finds a way to sneak up his shot and get it to go.
Knocked away. Stolen by Hero. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
For Miami, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And just last season, they were at about 82% from the free throw line. So those numbers are always going to be positive.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 16 points for him. The kick out to Williams. That 3 off the mark. The Heat trail by 5. Burks with it. Rebound by Williams. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Here's Hero. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Brent, one thing we've seen these days, 3-point variance. Can you explain it?
Well, Kevin, who's hot and who's not? That's basically what it comes down to. Look, coaches are going to have strategies against teams. A lot of teams are taking a lot more threes, but on a night where they are knocking down shots that you're willing to live with, that's when you just tip the cap, take the loss, and move on.
Here's Hero. He's got 6. Wiggins, left side. Pass to Burks. Back to Wiggins. Just 5 to shoot. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Wiggins at his size has the ability to post like that and take it to the rack.
A minute 50 left to play here in the half. The three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got the lead up to 9 now for Oklahoma City. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
On the court is your high squad. It's time to get on your feet. The loudest section gets free t-shirts. Who wants some? Make some noise once again for your Miami Heat dancers.
1:46 left in the first half of basketball. With the teardrop, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it up for Williams. Back to Dort. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren can't hit. And so Adebayo will bring it up for the Miami Heat. 9-point game. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on Project Big, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project. And certainly Miami was able to do that. And you have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And here we go. Holmgren heading to the hoop. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Drills it from outside. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Thunder lead by 13.
21.
And we'll be back right after this.
34.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Thunder lead by 13. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holmgren's got 5 points so far.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time.
Third personal foul.
That's his third foul of the game.
Team foul.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Alec Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Off the inbound pass. And the Thunder another three.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Hero, no good.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, trying to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And there's the foul. There we go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. The Heat trailed by 19. And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade, the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
Outside, Hero. Down low. It's taken away by Wallace. Now Caruso. Hasn't made one yet. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Wiggins up top. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City leading by 19 points. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Number 55, Duncan Robinson.
So it's Miami now, searching for that first bucket here in the third. Now here's Adebayo. He's got 6, trying to get something going. And Adebayo throws it down.
Now you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
And he drives in. Here's Wallace. Off target from outside.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Robinson for 3. The Thunder pull it in. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. to the inside. Oklahoma City moving it around. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
A wide open look here for Caruso. Good on the three-point shot.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
The baddest dance team in the NBA, your Miami Heat Dancers.
And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. A rebound by Mitchell. The Thunder leading by 20. Pass to Caruso. The kick out to Williams. Caruso with the ball. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Williams. Here's Caruso. No good with the triple. And here are the Heat now. Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard and now arguably a top 25 player.
Mitchell with it. Nothing on the board. Williams with a clean look. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Adebayo. And a wide open look for Hero. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Hero's got 9.
You could tell Tyler Hero has put some hours in shooting the rock.
Now Mitchell. Out to the wing. On the wing, Wallace. Fires from deep. Buries the long-range jumper.
3.
Wallace has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Thunder. Hero with it. And it's Wallace picking him up. Pass to Adebayo. Outside, Hero. Back to Adebayo. 4 on the shot clock. Miami needs to get a shot off. Burks can't get it to go. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter.
29.
They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Heat trailed by 17. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Heat. Over in the corner, Dort. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Hero. Pass to Larson. Here's Heisman. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Thunder.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. Off target at the rim. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Heat.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Anderson. And it's blocked. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love the focus here from SGA at the arc. He hates to waste those opportunities.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Erik Spoelstra address the team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Right side hero. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Thunder leading by 15. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Nobody near Williams. Misses the three. Here's Highsmith. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And it's Williams with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Back to Hartenstein. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Count that one for Dort.
And Dort getting it done from the corner.
Here's Hero. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working. Timeout. So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Erik Spoelstra. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. There's Hero with a three. Hands it from downtown.
You feel like Hero has flipped the switch to start being more aggressive offensively.
Oklahoma City leading by 19 points. Outside, Dort. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Dort's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Thunder. Outside for Robinson. Up top, Hero. Pass to Highsmith. Fires away from outside. That shot no good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Shots good by Williams.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Pass to Larson. Now here's Love. From the arc. And the three ball is good.
Kevin Love, you got to be aware of him here. When you make one on him, he's going to want to come down and get you back.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here is Mitchell. Left side, Love. Shot left block. Over Hartenstein. Oh, and there is Love making a fantastic play.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in.
My groove. Feel real good right now. Feel real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You never can lose. Now go and turn me loose. Yeah. Now go and take a number. It's real hot to bitch like I'm in the yellow Hummer. Got you breathing heavy like you was a runner. Chilling with my crew, we gon' do it till the sun up, yeah. 90s baby, I grew up on driving. A little bit of daylight when the feeling come alive. It's like engine number 9, take it back this time. Let it clear your mind, rewind. Yeah, it's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah, it's a feeling you can't describe. We on a steady climb, and it'll be just fine. Yeah, now go and turn me loose. I'm getting in my groove. I'm being real good right now. Now go and turn me loose. You know I can't lose. Now go and turn me loose. Come on, baby, I'm all in my zone. The way that I'm rocking, you know that it's on. Last record was truly imperial. We back in the lab making new material. Eating rappers for breakfast, I was skipping the cereal. Where I made it from, it's like quite the miracle. But I don't take nothing for granted. Now we keep y'all dancing for a decade down. Now we planned it. It's a feeling you can't describe. Now go and close your eyes, and it'll be alright. Yeah.
It's a road game for the Knicks, and they're facing an interconference foe today. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Tip-off goes to Sacramento. Levine double team. Kicks it out to Ellis. Right side Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jalen Brunson.
And that's a smart play from Levine. He understands how to get the defender in the air.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Towns. Pass to Hart. Now Anunoby. DeRozan defending. Here's Brunson. Sinks that one from the post.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Here's Levine. And he slams it down right on top of Karl Anthony Towns.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Brunson, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
The kick out to Sabonis. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Powering that one down. Murray saw a chance to go for it and took it.
Well, the Kings went from 3 seed in 2023 to out of the playoffs completely, Brent, last season.
Well, it speaks to how competitive the Western Conference was. You know, you got to realize, Kevin, Sacramento won just 2 less games than they did after that magical run in 2023. The West was just better, so the Kings got to fill some holes, find some pieces, and hopefully have some guys improve upon what they did last season.
Here's Brunson after the Kings pick up 2. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. And taken away by Ellis. Inside. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Levine's got 8 points.
Good job by Levine fighting for that position.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Bridges outside. Back to Brunson. Fires the 3. Rebound by Murray.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Knicks trail by 6. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report.
A way to seize the opportunity. Levine just smashing that one home.
Now in the later stages of his career, Greg, DeMar DeRozan continues to be a master from the mid-range.
Kevin, we all know he loves that area of the floor. And what makes him so effective, the footwork. He's so good at backing guys down and creating space to get that jumper off.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
.105 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Levine. Lets it go with the 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Such a gifted scorer. When Levine is this locked in, the defense is in for a long night.
Jalen Brunson.
And that one's good. Brunson.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Levine. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And over the years, Levine has put on the muscle, which helps him on those challenging finishes at the rim.
Now here's Brunson. It's up a 3. Cans it from downtown. Brunson's got 7 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Levine with it. Now guarded by Towns. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season. That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for the Sacramento Kings. Go. 18. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Kings.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Pass to McBride. Fires from deep. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give.
And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Here's McBride. Does not find the basket. His second miss. He's now 1 for 3. Pass to Carter. And stolen by Payne. Here's McBride. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
Outside, Levine. Tries again. And Valanciunas puts it in.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Down low. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Monk. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Monk's got 4 points this quarter.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
McBride with the ball. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Between rebounding, interior scoring, and he shoots the 3. Brent, there's a lot to like about Jonas Valanciunas.
Yeah, Valanciunas has done a really good job of growing his game, Kevin, in today's game. I mean, the modern NBA have shooting bigs. JV has stepped out and proves that he can hit shots from the top of the key, but it's still that grinding, tough, physical play that you want on a nightly basis, and he gives it to you.
Here's Brunson. He's got 7. Brunson down the lane. Out to Bridges. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
And the shot goes down. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for New York.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition. Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Ellis. And here are the Kings now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. Back to DeRozan. From outside the arc. And another 3 for Sacramento.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Here's Anunoby. Sacramento grabs the miss.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
There are ways to get a guy like Jonas Valanciunas to be aggressive in a game. You got to feed the big man, so get him the ball earlier and get it to him often.
Pass to Towns. Over Valanciunas. Towns, no luck. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Sacramento shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That's good from DeRozan.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And the Kings making a change here.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And forget those threes. Cat, get the easy ones.
And then Levine with the jam.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Hits it from 3-point range. Bridges got 5 points in the quarter.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
There's Sabonis. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Knicks trailed by 6. Well, Brent, last season was disappointing for the Kings after being eliminated in the play-in.
Yeah, a little bit of regression. They did have some key injuries to some guys in the stretch of the season that was vital for them to make the playoff push. But I think it helped them realize just how fun the playoffs are and just how hard it is to get back there. And maybe in this offseason they come back a little bit more focused, knowing how loaded the Western Conference is.
Anunoby, good.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
Goes up on the block. In the corner, it's Sabonis. Back to Levine. 6 to shoot. Pass to Sabonis. And it goes out of bounds. The last touch by Anunoby. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half.
Not letting the offense get the better of him. Bridges locked in.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Now, team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Knicks trailed by 5. From deep, Brunson. It's hauled in by the Kings. Stolen by Anunoby. Brunson scanning the floor. Brunson being aggressive.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translated.
Outside DeRozan. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Pass to Ellis. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings.
Brunson, a pesky defender, keeping those hands and feet active.
Levine can't hit. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Levine with it. Bridges covering. Back to Levine. Bridges with the steal. For the tie. Drains the three-pointer. Bridges got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
A wide open look here for DeRozan. Sacramento again missing. You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning, and now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Now the Kings with it, trailing by 2. Ellis outside. DeRozan in the corner. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. The Knicks making a switch here.
Substituting on the court.
And the Knicks with possession. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. On the wing, Levine. He's got 21. Got it. Good job in the low post. Levine's got 23 points.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Brunson outside. Oh, muscling it in. Brunson.
Oh, wow. Brunson just getting sideswiped there and some strength to get through it.
Here's Levine. Here's Sabonis. Second shot opportunity. Can't capitalize inside. The Knicks with the lead. For 3, Bridges. No good on the shot.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
For 3, Levine traps in the tray. He's got 26.
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
Pass to Achua. Rebound by Murray.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Right side Towns. Now here's Bridges. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. It's Sacramento up 3.
51. The Knicks. 48.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Sacramento leading by 3. Monk outside. Pass to LaRavia. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Over in the corner, McBride. And again, New York turns it over. The Kings making a switch here.
In for your Kings, number 22.
Here's Sacramento now.
Devin Carter.
Monk outside. And he banks in the layup. And the Kings lead by 5.
And he's an explosive guard who isn't afraid to test the defense. Heads up play there from Monk.
And the dunk by Towns.
Assist.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. King's moving the ball around. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Oh, good with the triple. Here's Anunoby. It's stolen by Monk. And here's Ellis for three. It's hauled in by Achua.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Sacramento leading by three. Here's Monk. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Substituting on the court.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. To the paint. Here's Towns. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And that's 15 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Timeout, Kings. Teams changing it up here. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for the team. Now it's a close one, so coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Thank you, David. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And so determined, Bridges finds a way to get the shot up and in. Now to the line.
Levine can't hit.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And this is what Towns is capable of. He's an incredibly gifted offensive weapon who can score at all three levels.
Outside DeRozan. Outside Levine. Elbow shot is on the way. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Towns. To take the lead. Rebound collected by Levine. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby left side. Here's the floater. And they take the lead. Anunoby's got the lead up to 2 now for New York.
And the native of England, Anunoby doesn't back to help him taking the big shots.
Timeout, Sacramento. On the inbound, and DeRozan throws it down.
And this is why you go to DeRozan. When they need a bucket, he's a guy that can go out and get it.
Brunson. And Ellis with the block. And he gets it back. Levine feeling it out a bit. Over in the corner, Ellis. Back to Levine. Screen by Sabonis. And Levine, here we go. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one goes on Anunoby. And Sabonis, no good on that one.
Sabonis is an unselfish player. You can see it in the actions out there on the floor. He's trying to get the best out of both himself and his teammates.
Pass to Hart. 5 on the clock. It's good!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And Levine, here we go. It's rebounded by Towns. Here's New York. Brunson outside. The tray. It's money from deep.
And Brunson's got the mindset to deliver.
To the inside. Ellis. So they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
DeMar DeRozan. Second personal foul. Third team.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Jalen Brunson at the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And the lead getting safer and safer as these free throws from the stripe go in.
Levine's shot is off. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 19-7 run. Bridges misses.
Knicks foul. Mikal Bridges. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Sacramento.
He drops the first one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Taking 2 shots.
And he is unable to get the second one. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Josh Hart taking 2.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 8. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I'm going to use the cliche here. You can't take your timeouts with you, so they're going to use it.
It from beyond the arc. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Assisted by G. Anunoby.
And so it's the Knicks with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end, with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett
Bankroll, get the loot and the tender. There's no contender. I am the spender. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight, tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
Get rich, it's going up. Get rich, it's going up. Get rich, it's going up. Get rich.
What's going down? Health is wealth, never find me clowning. Thought I'd be on top, but I'm drowning. Swimming in coins, Italian fountain. Mine's going up, your account is bouncing. I keep the lucky cat pouncing. My Nicky Necko ain't frowning. Keychain, piggy bank, I'm surrounded. Even if you poor, you rich. If your mind right, promise every note, get your grind tight. If you see the money, then you see the light. I'll be blowing through it at the speed of light. Growing like stalactites. Capital, cabbage, chips and change. Agua, soil, roots and veins. Keeping it tight, tricks of the trade. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich, it's going up. Get rich, it's going up. Get rich, it's going up. Get rich.
It's going up. You got the power, let me show you the way.
It's going up. Get rich, it's going up. Get rich, it's
We'll see the Indiana Pacers taking on the Charlotte Hornets. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. So the Hornets win the tip. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Turner. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Bridges. Shoots the three. He can't get it to go. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table, and he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, you need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now, here is Miller, following the miss by Pascal Siakam. Shoots it up. Shots good by Miller.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Indiana. Clark, we've all heard the comparisons. Brandon Miller plays a lot like a young Paul George.
And you know, it makes a ton of sense when you consider that Paul George is Brandon Miller's favorite player. So he spent a bunch of time studying how PG gets it done and putting those moves into his own book bag. Hey, this mix of agility, instinct, athleticism, we're all able to drive right in for the big throwdown.
Now, here's Siakam. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Here's Ball. Outside Williams. On the wing, Bridges. A three ball. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Here's Nembhard. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And stolen by Siakam. It's Nembhard on the wing. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. He gets that one. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Here's Ball. And it's Halliburton with the rebound.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Shot's good by Turner.
Tossing around that 250 lbs, Turner going right through the contact.
Here's Okogie, following the score by Miles Turner. Bridges inside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Siakam. Charlotte shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Bridges.
You know, one of the things that endeared Miles Bridges to his college coach was he was a superstar in talent, but played with the blue-collar mindset.
And it's Shepard missing. Here's Ball. And the shot goes down.
Boy, that's a nice effort from Ball in the paint that time, working hard to find a way to get that shot off.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Pacers trailed by 5. Clark with the Hornets. They were hit with injuries as hard as any team in the NBA in the 23-24 season.
Kevin, I couldn't agree with you more. They were so unfortunate in that regard, and it's not anything you can control, and it made it almost impossible for them to have a productive season because of those injuries.
And so it's Charlotte with it, following the score by Indiana. Ball with it, now guarded by Siakam.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
McConnell scanning the floor. Here's Toppin. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
For 3, Bridges. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Back to Mathurin. Indiana moving the ball around. From the wing. Siakam's shot is off.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
That one good for 2. 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Miller with a wide open look. Tie game here in Charlotte. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
14. The Pacers. 14.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
You know, I think they're going to be happy with how they played here early on.
I agree with you. I mean, they hit the ground running, had a strong start to the game that they're hoping they can manage the rest of the way.
They now take the lead. Halliburton's got 6.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Halliburton, a really good knockdown shooter, which adds great value to this offense.
And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That is his first foul of the game. Down low. Knocked away. Toppin with the steal.
Love the opportunistic defense, guys.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And a deep 3 from Ball. Toppin pulls it in.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
T.J. McConnell.
And McConnell gets it to go.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
And so it's Charlotte with it after Indiana gets the 3. Man with it. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations. Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
4 on the clock. Here's Mann, and he hits the jump shot.
Not the best of shot selection there, but you know what? You do not look a gift horse in the mouth.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Pass to Mathurin. Launches a 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Halliburton.
3.
Mathurin's got 5 points so far.
A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
1:36 left in the second quarter. Mann gets the bucket.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So both teams making some changes here. Indiana leading by 14. And with their offensive firepower, have the Pacers Clark maxed out at that end of the floor?
There's still a lot of room for this team to grow offensively, Kevin. A low rate of free throws is something they can improve on. And a relatively low rate of threes and offensive boards, those are areas that can get better. I think there's another level they have to reach yet.
Assisted.
Oh, and they made him work for it, but Siakam knows how to finish strong inside.
For 3, Smith. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Turner looking around. From the arc. That shot no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Smith for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Back to Nembhard. Here's Siakam. That shot off. Excellent D there from Williams. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here's Green outside. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 17 points was their biggest margin. Back to Siakam. Pass to Nesmith. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. And the Pacers lead by 16. 3 from the inbound. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Right back after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Indiana leading by 16. Now, here is Halliburton. On the wing, Turner.
Come get it.
5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Nesmith. No good on the triple.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Mann. 5 points in the game. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And what stands out most, Clark, about Mark Williams, it has to be his rebounding.
Yeah, he's a glass-eating machine, and on a per-minute basis, he's one of the best in the league at corralling boards. But he's had a little bit of an issue staying healthy. When he's on the floor, though, he gives them a real powerful presence up front.
Here's Halliburton. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Another shot. A nice shot by Neesmith. Neesmith has got 5 now.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
There's Ball with the 3. The Pacers pull it in. Inside. Left side, Turner. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Hornets trail by 13. Pass to Mann. The 3. They get it again. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
Ball using his size that time to make things happen on the offensive boards.
Halliburton is double. From downtown, Neesmith can't get it to go. So it's the Hornets now. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. Now, here's Siakam. He has 5. Bridges with the board. Hornets trail by 11. You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And he gets it back. And a wide open look for Siakam. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Siakam's got 8 points.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Now, here's Bridges. 8 points for him. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Now, Mann driving in, and it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Mann's got 5 points now this quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Siakam. Over to the left wing. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 11. Mann with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Count it.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
.40 left to play in the third. And here is Toppin. He's got 8. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Here's Mann. 11-point game. Picked by Williams. Here's Nurkic. And it's good off the back rim and in. Nurkic has got his first bucket in this one. Siakam looking around. And so it's Indiana ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. The
Indiana team, 47.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Hornets trail by 9. Left side, ball. Can't connect from short range. And here are the Pacers now. Halliburton in the corner. Halliburton is double. To the wing on the left. Lock at 6. Back to McConnell. From outside the arc. They get it back. Outside, Walker. Over in the corner, Mathurin. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And here's Sharp. 9-point game. Outside, ball. Here's Miller. Pulls up on the elbow. And it falls over the rim and in. Miller's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hornets. Walker goes in. Mathurin for 3. Bridges with the board. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Miller outside. Good on the three-point shot.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
Toppin, good.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Miller outside. Pass to man. Toppin pulls it in.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Right side, Mathurin. Now, Halliburton. Halliburton is double. The Hornets pull it in. Bridges, right side. Pass the ball. And it's Miller in the corner. Here's Mann. Off target with his 3. Pacers leading by 6. Here's Halliburton. That one goes. Count it.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
So it's the Hornets now. Here's Bridges. Then Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
First step quickness that time from Halliburton. Got the defender on his heels.
Neesmith with the ball. Indiana moving the ball around. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Man in the corner. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Halliburton. And he makes good on the layup. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Tyrese Halliburton so capable of playing multiple positions and roles for this team. And tonight, he's embraced being the scorer.
Here's Paul. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
I do not know if there's a more confident family in the NBA. Ball wants the ball when it matters most.
Pass to Nembhard. Siakam left side. Banked in off the glass.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit. No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Halliburton for 3. The shot that time, not on target.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag. These moments are made for Miles Bridges. He wants to have the ball in his hands and makes big plays at big times. You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect it.
Here's Halliburton.
First foul. Remember the ball. First personal foul. First team foul.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
Taking 2 shots.
And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
Miller, no up. Here's Neesmith.
Like a spatula, I whip a face like tarantula. Won't cup no, I'm a bachelor. Wait.